Yeah, you know, I played 2 summers of USA basketball at a pretty high level, and played for 2 different coaches. So, you know, I feel like I'll adjust well to that. You know, obviously it's gonna be different not playing for my dad, but you know, I feel like just being involved in USA basketball has really helped me, you know, to kind of get a break from him, and I think I'm ready for a new coach.
You're also going from a system where, you know, it kind of allowed you to you know, shift you outside, you know, the NBA, where you're obviously playing a ton of great players, where you have to spread around a little bit more. How do you adjust to, you know, playing off the ball?
Yeah, you know, I still think I'll shoot a lot of threes, obviously, but I think the post-up stuff, you know, the ISOs, that's usually for a guy that's probably like the main guy on the team, and you know, I won't be right when I step into the league, so I'm gonna have to be able to adjust to, you know, playing with other superstars, and you know, I think I'm gonna be really good at that because, you know, I played high school with Harrison Barnes, and you know, I played USA basketball with guys like Jeremy Lamb, and you know, I think that really helps me.
Yep. Doug, have you been in touch with Harrison at all about anything to prepare for, anything special to, you know, show the guys these workouts?
Yeah, you know, he just stressed to me that, you know, you gotta be 100% in. Like last year when I was making the decision, I wasn't sure to, you know, come back or leave, and you know, he said if you're not 100% ready, you know, don't come. You know, these are grown men up here, and you know, they demand a lot defensively, and you know, they're gonna pick you apart if you're not ready.
How about as far as the teams you worked out for? Is there anyone in particular you felt you had, you know, an especially good relationship with the coach, the executives, especially good workouts?
Yeah, you know, I only did 4 workouts, and I felt like those were the teams that were maybe more interested in me. So I thought I did, you know, I probably did better at others than, you know, some of the others, but I got really good feedback for the most part on, you know, the Lakers, the Celtics, the Hornets, and the Magic.
And how about in those workouts? Were they kind of up front? We know you can score. We want to see you do this.
Yeah, no doubt. I think people know that I'm a good scorer. I'm a good shooter. I think they want to see, you know, me defensively and you know, testing me out defensively, athletically. You know, I don't think a lot of people thought I could like dunk the ball, and that's something that I had to show them a little bit to kind of get that perception out of the run.
You said you got pretty good feedback. What exactly did they tell you?
You know, they thought I did really well, and you know, held my own against, you know, some of the wings that were there defensively, and we did a lot of competitive stuff. So I think they just wanted to see me and those guys in, you know, that kind of setting, and it was great to, you know, have Brad Stevens, you know, run the whole workout. It kind of felt like a college practice in a way.
How unique was that for all the other workouts?
Yeah, it was definitely probably the most unique one, just because, you know, that guy just has a crazy IQ for the game, and you know, he drew up sets for us to run to see how quickly we could, you know, adjust to like a play call at the end of the game. So I definitely enjoyed that.
Doug, what words of wisdom has your father given you in these past couple of days?
Just to, you know, enjoy it. You know, you only get to go through this one time, so just enjoy it with your family and friends, and you know, don't get caught up too much in, you know, what team you're going to go to. Just relax and just realize that, you know, whatever happens, and it's meant to be.
And how has your faith helped you in this process?
A lot. You know, I lean a lot on faith, and you know, I think that a lot of these guys here do, and you know, everything's going to happen for a reason, and I'm just going to, you know, make the most of it, and you know, just run with it.
Doug, what's this process been like for you? Have you been able to enjoy it, or has it been a grind, or how would you describe it?
A little bit of both, I'd say. You know, it's definitely a grind, but you know, it's a good grind. You get to enjoy it along the way. And, you know, a lot of kids would, you know, die to be in our position, so I try and remind myself of that, you know, every day.
Any idea, any inclination where you might go?
I don't. I'm sitting here, you know, a little over a day from the draft, and still have no idea where I'm going to go. So, you know, you just never know what's going to happen.